Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Forex Flossing, where you can find quick, simple explanation for Forex concepts. So we're doing another live trade tonight. Let's get right into it. It's an hour before London opens. The first thing we always do is what? Check Forex Factory. Now let me just review what happened yesterday. Yesterday was FOMC, so the market went bonkers. It went bananas. So yeah, we had a successful London session yesterday. We made our 20 pips. So today I don't see any red folders, but Euro looks like it's gonna have some news coming out. And then we got some orange folders. So like 3 or more orange folders equals a red folder. So we will continue to stay out of any USD pairs. Cause that's pretty significant. All right, so we will be trading off of MetaTrader 4 again this evening. Just a quick review. I am a GJ girl. Like, I love trading GJ. I may trade another pair from time to time, but GJ is my jam. And GJ is good to me, and I have studied GJ's behavior. So I am gradually becoming a GJ master Jedi in my own head. So yeah. So now what we're going to do is we will review some of the things that we went over last week. Again, I'm sorry, not last week, but yesterday. What I like to do is always drill down from the weekly to the 15 to determine how I'm going to take a trade, or if I'm going to take a trade. So again, we see the cascading downward trend that GJ has been in for a few years now. And on the daily, this is the most significant thing for me. So this is today. This is the daily for the 11th of June. This candle is already pretty bearish. Like, it's very bearish. So, and it's moved how many pips already? It's moved about 110 pips already. So I'm pretty sure it's looking to retrace somewhere within this candle. So that's the story that it's telling me on the daily. Like we established before, GJ is in an uptrend. GJ was in an uptrend. This is the beginning of the month. And which was a continuation of May. This is what GJ spent half of the month in a retracement and the other half rallying up. So essentially right now we are in a retracement. So for the last 4 days, we can see that GJ has been in a downtrend. It's actually retracing this move up. So let's take our Fibonacci to see what level it's at. So we go from low to high, and the level that we see GJ at is at the 61. That's pretty significant. I'm going to teach you one of my trading tricks. Whenever a pair is in a retracement, 9 times out of 10, it's going to retrace to the 20 moving average or the 25 moving average or the 50. Between the 20 and the 50 moving average. So I can honestly expect this to come down further. So that's my bias. My bias is that GJ is retracing this steep bullish rally upward. This upward retracement lasted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So all last week, that was in an uptrend. We were buying GJ all last week. I believe it's going to retrace down at least to the 50 moving average. But I usually feel like the retracement comes. I usually will stay in a trade until the 20 moving average and then figure out what it's going to do from there. So, okay, let's continue to drill down. What's it doing on the 4-hour? Okay. So the 4-hour, you can kind of see it came down, it retraced a little bit. We're to give us this wick at this wicked candle. And now we started it's 1 a.m. So we started the next 4-hour candle. So I believe this candle is going to retrace a little bit and then fill in the rest of this wick to the downside and maybe hit the low of the day. That's my bias. But let's continue to allow the time frames to tell us a story. Now, if you remember in yesterday's trade, we sold this pair. We sold this pair down 20 pips. What it wound up doing is bouncing off of this 50 moving average, coming back down, and then continuing down. This was actually that USD news had it real schizophrenic yesterday. So as I thought, let's head down to before we head down to the 15-minute time frame, what I did while we were trading was I placed this trend line here. And I never took it off. And as you can see, price has been bouncing off this trend line. That's just the power of trend lines. I'm telling you, trend lines is a must confluence to consider when you are trading. It is definitely something to incorporate in your trading plan. So, for your technical analysis. So let's go down to this 15-minute time frame. What this is essentially doing is this is called bouncing. Right now, this pair is bouncing off trend lines. Why do I say that? Because, okay, yesterday's trade, we got in here. We sold down here. It then bounced off of this 100-day moving average. And keep in mind, we're on the 15-minute. It bounced off the 100-day, rallied down, bounced off it again, came all the way down. Now, another confluence that I look at to tell me what a pair is going to do is whenever, 9 times out of 10, whenever the moving averages fall into a trade like this during the Asian market, you see how these lines are just falling in like a waterfall. They're just like pouring into the Asian market. That means this is continuing down. This is going to go down even further. So right now, we're just looking at a place to get in off of a bounce. Because this, and technically, we probably should get in right now. But I'm going to wait a little bit. Because like I said, this was our yesterday's trend line that we just kept on our chart. But what did it do? It came in, it bounced off the 20 and the 25, it rallied back down, and now I believe it's going back in. And it may go up a little bit more, or it may not, to bounce and then continue on to the downside. That's my bias for GJ once the London market officially opens. We're kind of early. Also, I wanted you to look at using the Fibonacci retracement to determine how much further this is going to go. So, I'm going to do some videos about harmonic patterns when it comes to Forex, because they are really powerful, but it takes practice, and it really takes you developing a habit of spotting them, because a lot of times they're not that easy to spot. But anyway, I'm taking my retracement tool. I'm going from the high to the low. We could say that this is just maybe a 30% retracement or 35% retracement. It's bounced off the 100-day moving average. The 200-day moving average on the 15. So that's pretty significant. Usually when it does that, what it will do is it's going to continue down at least to the 6-1. So my template has established the ADR to be right here. And when I say right here, I mean at 134.976. However, I believe that it will come down a little bit further. Why? Because this is GJ, and GJ rules the roost, and and GJ does what it wants. And I do believe it will extend a tad bit further to the 61 before it actually does a really strong pullback, probably back up to this 1.37 area. But like I said, oh wait, let's see something. Remember when I said on the daily, whenever we're in a retracement, we usually retrace into this area. So let's mark that off. Let's see. Let's use our minds. Let's use our lines and bracket off this zone. The green line is the 20, the blue line is the 50. And let's look at that from the 15 and see where that is with regards to our, look at it. It's right on the 414 and the 61. What I tell you. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. This is called confluence. Now, let's see if it goes our way. I'm feeling really intuitive right now. I'm feeling really, my third eye, she working. So I really think this is the move. This is the move down to the 414. That's where my template marked the ADR low of the day, 134. And I believe it's going to come down even further to 134.189. But guess what? All I need is 20 pips so that I can fulfill my growth journal. Because I'm on a growth journal. It's really important to stick to your trading plan and your growth journal. Because sometimes you may have this idea in your head that it's going to go one way, and so you stay in the trade, and guess what? That thing will flip on you. So go in there, get however many pips you going to get, and get out. Get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. I'm telling you. Because I've lost some money thinking the trade was going to continue in a certain way. Like, it'll go my way, but then it'll flip on me. And it's like, what? Because I stayed in, being greedy. Being greedy. Honey, get in and get out. That is the name of the game. So, next time we chime in, hopefully we'll see what this is going to do. Like I said, this is pouring in like a waterfall. Coming in like a flood. So this is going to continue downward. And I believe we're going to be able to sell this to the 134. I may keep like a micro lot in. A micro lot or two in to see if it reaches all the way down here. But once I get my 20 pips, I'm out. All right. See ya in a minute. So, hey guys, I also wanted to review another concept with you regarding when the US dollar is in a state of uncertainty as it is right now, and actually it's in a downtrend. It's on the decline. However, when the US dollar is in a state of uncertainty, like I said, the yen always rallies. The yen always prevails because it's like everybody gets out of the dollar, gets out of trading the dollar, and they run to the yen. The yen is like a safe haven. So that's also a reason why we see GBPJPY rallying down at the moment, because the dollar performed so poorly during FOMC yesterday on Forex Factory here. But it's just also one big confluence with the fact that we are in a retracement after all week last week. Let's go back to the 4 hour. All week. This was the beginning of last week. I believe that was the 2nd. What day was that? The 1st and 2nd. We were on a steep rally up. So it is inevitable that we retrace to some degree. It's inevitable. So again, that is another reason why I am biased towards selling GJ. I am still waiting for this to play the bouncing game off of my trend lines. Well, that's GU. OMG. That's not GJ. Huh? Ha ha. Excuse me. Still waiting for this to play the bouncing game. It may just be on its way to... Yeah. So on the 15-minute, I do believe that it will... well, maybe it's ready to go down. I thought it would retrace a little bit more, but I am probably going to get in and continue to sell for my 20 pips. So just wanna stay in the world we created. All right, so let's see what it's gonna do. Again, I believe we're gonna hit the ADR low and possibly break it and go down to 134.189. And so there it is. We made our pip go. I'm getting out the market, guys. Another successful trading evening. God bless. See you on the next video. Peace. And it's still 3 o'clock. Amen. I'm going to bed.